So far, we've been creating secrets, organizing them into folders, and linking them with references and imports. But as your team grows, you need a way to categorize secrets, leave context for your teammates, and customize values for your own local setup. That's what tags, comments, and personal overrides are for. Let's start with tags. These aren't just labels. Tags let you categorize secrets by service, team, sensitivity level, whatever makes sense for your project. But the real power is that you can filter secrets by tag when you're fetching them. Your CLI, your SDKs, your API calls can all say, only give me secrets tagged database. So your backend service only pulls the secrets it actually needs. And later in the access control module, you'll see that tags can be used in permission rules to scope who and what can access which secrets. But we'll get there. For now, let's create some tags. I'm going to go to project settings and then secrets management. You'll see a tags section. Create a tag. I'll make one called database and another called third party. Each tag gets a display name and an auto-generated slug, and the slug is what matters when filtering. For example, Infisical run tags database would only inject secrets tagged database into your application. And we'll see this in action when we get into the CLI later in the course. Back in the dev environment, click into the database URL to open the secret drawer. And under this tags section, select database. Save it. I'll tag dbhost, dbport, dbuser, and dbpassword with database as well. And I'll tag Stripe secret key inside backend with third party. You can also create new tags right here in the drawer without going back to the project settings. This is useful when you're tagging on the fly and you realize you need a new category. Now, anyone looking at these secrets can instantly tell what category they belong to, and any service or pipeline that filters by tag will only grab the secrets that it needs. Still in this secret drawer, let me open Stripe secret key inside backend. There's a comment field. I'll type rotated quarterly by the platform team, reach out in payments infra before changing. We'll save it. Comments are available to everybody on the team with access to this environment. They're the right place for context you can't infer from the key name or the value. Who owns a secret, what depends on it, maybe when it gets rotated, or any gotchas that somebody should know before touching it. Now here's another scenario. You're on a team of 5 developers. Everyone is pulling secrets from the same Infisical project, the same dev environment, the same API base URL, the same everything. That's the whole point of centralizing your secrets. You get one source of truth, everyone stays in sync, there's no stale .env files floating around on laptops. But now you're working on a feature where you need to run an API service locally. You need API base URL to point at localhost 3001 instead of this shared dev server, but only for you. If you change the shared value, you break things for every other developer on your team who's pulling from that shared environment. This is exactly what personal overrides solve. You override a secret's value for yourself and only for yourself. The shared value stays untouched. Your teammates keep pulling the original, you get your custom value, and nobody's stepping on each other. Think of it like branching. Your shared secret is your main branch. It's what everyone works off of by default. A personal override is your feature branch. It's your own copy that diverges from main without affecting anyone else. When you're done, you drop the override and you're back on main. Let's set one up. Find API base URL in the secrets list. On the row itself, there's an override icon. Click it. The value field switches to an override input. Type in HTTP localhost 3001 and save. Now, when I fetch secrets from the dashboard, the CLI, wherever, I see my override. The CLI has this on by default too. The secret overriding flag is set to true, which means personal values automatically take priority over shared ones when you run Infisical run. Again, everyone else on my team still sees the shared value. This is scoped just to me. Back on the secrets list, API base URL now shows an indicator that a personal override is active. This makes it easy to spot when you're running with customized values, so you don't forget you've diverged from the team. When I'm done with my feature, I open the drawer and disable the override. Now I'm back in sync with the team, pulling the same value as everyone else. And one more quick thing before we move on. Infisical also lets you set reminders on secrets. In the secret drawer, you pick a reminder date, a recurrence interval, add a note, and then choose which recipients get notified. Infisical will email those people when it's time to rotate or review that secret. And a quick heads up, reminders do not work on personal overrides, they only work on shared secrets. So that's tags, comments, personal overrides, and reminders. Tags categorize secrets and then let you filter by category. Comments give your team the context they need. Personal overrides let you customize values for your own local setup without breaking centralization. The whole team stays in sync while you do your own thing. And then reminders make sure that nothing goes stale. Next up is secret versioning and point-in-time recovery. How Infisical tracks every change and lets you roll things back when things go wrong. We'll see you there.